You may have heard Lorraine Padden read to us from her book of haiku, Tanka, Senryu, and Haibun, Upwelling. If not, may I suggest you go back and have a listen? I so enjoyed chatting to her and listening to her work. The details will be in the show notes, of course. But again, there's a search function on the Poetry Pea website, which you can use to find it too. While she was here at Pea Towers, I asked her what she's currently reading, because I don't know about you, but I get through lots of books. I can always do with a recommendation. Currently, I'm coming to the end of Juliet Zucker's The Swimmers, which I'm enjoying, but not quite as much as her Buddha in the Attic. Anyway, I know there are many of you who are voracious readers and have enjoyed the book recommendations that come out of our chats on the Poetry Pea podcasts. So, Lorraine, what are you reading and can you recommend it to us?
Patricia, great question. I keep a stack next to my bed of actual books, and my Kindle is overflowing at the moment as well. But currently, I kind of go back and forth between two books. One is a collection of haiku.
Oh, okay.
Came out in 2020 by Thomas Powell. It's called Clay Moon.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wonderful collection, really beautiful work. And sometimes I just want just a nugget of transcendent beauty and poignancy as I'm trying to wind down. So that's been a real joy. The other book that I just started, and it's very interesting, is called Sarah Bartman and the Hottentot Venus, a ghost story and a biography. This is by Clifton Cray and Pamela Scully. I'll just show that briefly here.
Okay.
And this is the backstory, if you will, a biography of Sarah Bartman, who was an African woman who lived in she died very early into the 19th century, but she was basically brought through across Europe and shown on stage as a representation of primitive women, of Black women. She existed in the public as really sort of a demonstration of sort of racist colonial exploration, excavation. Her legacy is one of dehumanization, obviously, and commodification of women. And this book, let me see when it came out, I think it's just a couple of years old, is her public story, but also the sort of restoration of her life story to give it a greater context. So it helps us understand both the mythology that was created around her and lived far beyond her years, but her actual life history, family, and relationships. So it's a difficult, but a really interesting and important read for me, I think.
So she was torn from her family, I guess. Yeah.
South Africa, and then basically shown as a freak, essentially, a sideshow oddity throughout Europe. I'm not sure if I'm just starting, I'm not sure if she came to America or not, but I know that she was very well known in Europe, France, UK, I think. And the book was written in 2009, not as recently as I first thought. Compelling and important story.
I shall have to go and search that one out and have a read. As you know, I've just got back from Southern Africa, so it'll be very interesting from that point of view as well. So, Lorraine, thank you very much. And I'll just say to our lovely listeners and viewers, if you've read these books, email me and let me know what you thought. And if they're clean, I'll add your thoughts to the show notes. So, Lorraine, thank you once again for spending so much time with us and for giving us a wonderful reading in the first instance and a little bit of a recommendation for our nightstands too. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Patricia. My pleasure.